we decided just, hey, we're going to throw a V8 in this thing, you know, naturally aspirated, don't have to worry about turbo issues. So small little update on the upcoming I wouldn't say turn of events, but something I've always wanted to do is build a four-door party car, and idea's been really pondering all this year, and trying to find something that has four doors, and I could take to the track and pretty much bash on with buddies, family, or whatever the case may be, or something else I can bring out to winter jam. So my buddies, the ones who helped me with pit crewing during the events at UDC, or come out to the drift events and whatnot, we put our heads together and we're like, hey, let's do a 2JZ IS300. I was like, okay, since my two buddies are into IS300s, like, hey, that's a pretty cool car. I drove one, and it was pretty smooth, which that's what I thought. So we started looking more into more of the swap, so to speak, because all they had were automatics, and we have a spare CD009 that we were going to put into the IS300. So that was the goal. We were going to do that, and use my leftover parts for my JZ turbo kit, use that, and but we didn't really have the budget, so to speak, to build a NA 2J to a GTE or anything like that to have some power. So I work at a GM dealership, and my buddy came across almost like a core of an engine, but it was a reman with around 20,000 miles or less, and he was able to secure it. So this is a Jasper reman right here. It's LM7 iron block. We already took off the heads for it, so we decided just, hey, we're gonna throw a V8 in this thing, naturally aspirated, don't have to worry about turbo issues or more variables, so to speak, right? So I was like, I've always wanted a naturally aspirated car. I'm getting older, and I was like, V8 would sound pretty sick. So got the heads off of this thing, got them sitting over here. One's a 706 head, and one's a 8 something head. Still look good. These stupid head gaskets are what they put on them, so trash, so to speak, right? So we kind of got it already taken down, but I needed a T30 Torx bit for these bolts right here. We didn't have that yesterday when we were taking it apart, so this is where we are on that. I already got some parts for it. Slowly but surely, we're gonna make this a front sump engine. So bit by bit, we're gonna source this thing and make this a video series for you guys to tag along and see what it takes to build a drift car, party car, or whatever you want to call it. So I'll kind of budget the amount on what it would take to do this, but how much it costed, and so forth. Some of these parts I'm trying to get from Facebook Marketplace, make it as budget friendly as possible. I'm trying to find good deals. So yeah, I will document the process and take you guys along the ride. All right, so about an hour after trying to take these off, I was told they were a T30 Torx bit. Only was successfully able to get this one after this one, that one, and that one started to strip. So I have a welder, so I was like, well, I'm gonna weld some things to these bolts and gotta get them out one way or another. So finally got this last one to go. So, and finally, I'm gonna replace these with ARPs because this is ridiculous. I don't know why you would put Torx bits when these things are like soft as shit, you know, and things like this happen. So, I ended up taking this off and taking the cam out, and yeah, keep a little bit of progress on this, and I'll keep you guys posted. Alright, so I got all the lifters out, the trays out on both sides. And I'm going to pull out this cam, see if I can do it. So I do it one hand. Obviously I'm not going to reuse this cam. I already got something else. Come on, baby. Some in the comments probably be like, you're doing it too hard, you're doing it too fast. One-handed. Alright. Got the cam out. Looks all good in there. Cool deal. And then let me put this on the ground, then I'll show you what we'll be replacing with it. Alright, so this is what we're going to be replacing that with. So we got a BTR stage 3 cam. We also got the Beehive valve springs from BTR as well. These valve guides. This is one that we are going with. This is a marketplace find. A lot cheaper than it was retail, so I was trying to make this as budget as possible, get a little bit of chop with this thing, but also we are trying to make, you know, 400 on E85. Probably that's probably what we'll do with this thing, just to keep it tame, beat the heck out of it, keep it lasting. This is what the cylinder walls look like, you know, still pretty good cross hatching. But they used that stupid head gasket, so I gotta find a way to get this scraped off, you know, the proper way. Without, I don't want to send it to a machine shop, all that stuff, you know, trying to make this as budget as possible. So that's what we'll be replacing that cam with. And then I gotta order LS7 lifters. And then push rods as well, so new push rods. Michigan Motorsports, this sells a kit with trays, Delphi LS7 lifters, and then the push rods. So I'll be getting those ordered, and then getting a front sump oil pan, and get all that so we can at least button up the engine, keep it sealed. I do want to degrease this engine, clean it up. I'll probably do that this weekend. Soap, water, clean it up, and then I'll get a bag, seal it until we are ready to assemble the cam and all that good stuff. So this is the breaking point. Well, sorry, not the break. This is the pause of where we are right now. So stay tuned.